Hello everyone, LD3 back with you for another video. Today we are back in the Golf Club 2 and we are playing the Stadium Course at PGA West because of the Career Builder Challenge this week. Now, I did have a couple options for this. I could have gone back to Rory McIlroy PGA Tour because they actually have the actual West Course on there. But I like this game a lot better, number one. Not offense to Rory McIlroy or anything, but I do like this game a whole lot better than Rory McIlroy. And two is just the fact that I haven't played the Xbox Rory McIlroy games in so long that I would be absolute trash and it wouldn't really help my mood, wouldn't really help the video that much, me playing so terribly. And this is going to be a pretty decent shot here if it stops rolling. If it stops rolling and stays on the green, that would be really, really good. Thank you. Thank you for staying right there. That's a pretty decent birdie opportunity. Let's just finish that off quickly. Probably going to miss it because I usually do. Ooh, I missed it low. I missed that low, and now it's rolling further and further away from the hole. Nice. Yeah, I did not expect that to miss by that. One, didn't expect it to miss by that much, and two, did not expect to miss it low. I almost missed that one low, too. Wow. But you know what? I'll take a par on the first hole. It's a pretty interesting course. I do like the Stadium Course. Not a lot of par 5s, but I do like a lot of these smaller holes. Like this one right here is very cool to me. I like this one a lot. I'm going to hit driver because of the wind in the face. Should be pretty simple. The one thing I have been noticing while I've been playing this game, because I did play a couple practice rounds before this, my backswing seems to be very slow. So, I'm not sure why that is, but it might be just because I'm changing the way I'm hitting the ball off the tee. I honestly have no idea what's going on. Like, that one was fast. Okay, so that was really weird. I think I overcompensated a little bit, and it's probably still not going to be that far. That's not a terrible shot. Like, in real life, I would probably take that shot, so I might as well take it in this video game. 22 feet for birdie. It seems to be not very downhill, but kind of downhill, so I'm going to go a little slower. Leave it a little short. That's fine, and we are going to go and make another par. Okay, so yeah, so the Career Builder Challenge is this week. I'm going to get into the stuff from last week in a little bit, because I know I do want to talk about it, so I am going to get to all the Hawaii stuff that happened and all that, but I do want to talk about this event first, the Career Builder Challenge. It's kind of like the Pebble Beach Pro-Am, where they play 3 courses. I think this is sort of like a Pro-Am competition, too, for the first 3 days, if I remember correctly. Or if I remember it from, like, usual times. But, it's 3 courses. This event actually used to be 5 rounds. They used to have the 3 courses and then 2 weekend rounds. I'm not sure if they started on Wednesday or if they did something different, but they usually played 3 rounds and then 2 rounds on one of the courses after the cut. But they decided to only change it to 1 round after the cut, kind of like what Pebble Beach does, where they play Pebble, they play Monterey Peninsula, and then they play, or Monterey Bay, or whatever it's called, and then Spyglass, I think they play, is the 3rd course, so that's usually what they do. My cat is just running around and, like, falling on the ground and stuff. I apologize if I look away for a second, but there we go. Another par, I'm pretty sure. 1 putt par. Thank you. Thank you for the course challenge that I completed. I appreciate that. 3 straight pars to start out. I almost counted wrong. That is unlike me at all. We're going to go hybrid here just to see if I can get a little more distance on it. But yeah, I do like these sorts of courses because, one, it allows more players to play. Oh, that's going to be a nice shot if it rolls. It's going to be a nice shot. Get in. Ooh, nice shot. Nice. But it allows more people to play. It allows, like, more competitors in. Is it? Stop rolling, please. Thank you. But, yeah, it allows more golfers to play, which means more opportunities for, like, especially young up-and-coming players. That was a terrible putt. More young up-and-coming players. There's my cat. Hello. What was I getting at? Up-and-coming players to go and play, like, some events, get some experience, possibly get some FedEx Cup points, all that jazz. Another par. allows them to sort of do that. It allows the players, it allows like older players to get their seasons underway. Like, this is probably one of the first events. It's this, and then Torrey Pines, and then Pebble are like the 3 main West Coast swing events. Maybe Riviera too, but those are sort of the main events that like people like get back. I know Phil's playing this week. I know a couple people are going to Abu Dhabi to play on the European Tour, but a lot of people are playing this week also in the PGA Tour scene. This is going to be a very tough shot. I'm just hoping to get it. Just keep it in play. Nope. My only hope was to keep that ball in play. I wasn't trying to hit it in the water. I don't think anyone's trying to hit it in the water, but my only goal was to keep that in play. I wasn't trying to get that close or anything, but I wasn't even close to keeping that in play. I just got to make sure this one carries now, too. I want to... Ooh, that barely carried. That barely carried, and it's going to work out beautifully. What a shot. What a shot there. That's going to be another par, I think. I think that's another par because that was my second that I hit in the water, and another par is on the way. How about that? That's a par save, but it's a par 5. Not very happy with a par, but honestly, after hitting it into the water, I will absolutely take a par. And now we have a 250-yard par 3. How do I want to do this? Because the wind is very high today. The wind is very, very high, so I'm like kind of nervous to hit the 3-wood, to be completely honest with you. I might hit the driver and just maybe put a little loft on it, see how close I can get this, or maybe just have it land just a little past the hole. Either way, I'm perfectly fine. Oh, that's a nice one. Sit a little. Sit a little. You know what? I will take it. It's a green in regulation. It's a little further of a putt than I wanted to, but with a 250-yard par 3, you can't really complain about hitting the green, right? Especially when you only hit your driver 265 yards. It only goes 263 in this case. 39 feet up 2 inches. Gonna aim over here. We're going to go here. Wow, my cat is being very, very lovey-dovey today, which is usually not the case. Hi. Hi, do you want to say hi to the camera? You're gonna say hi to the camera. Hi. Hi, look. Look. Oh, no, no, she doesn't want me anymore. She doesn't want me anymore. Get down. She wanted to be lovey-dovey, and then as soon as I picked her up, she's like, nope, don't want you anymore. Now can we just make this par? Putt! Ugh! Just a little high there. Just a little bit high. A little bit high. It's okay. We'll make the par. We'll make the... It's not a par. It's a bogey. Drivable par 4, it would have been a par. So, probably should have still made the par, but, well, whatever. We're probably going to make a birdie somewhere. Like I said, I did play a couple practice rounds. Not a lot of birdies, but a lot of pars. Kind of like how I've been playing here, so if I finish 1 or 2 over, I kind of get it if I finish with that score because I haven't made a lot of birdies, but who knows? There are a couple shorter holes on this course. We got a couple par 5s, not a lot, but I can still gain some ground with some par 5s. This gap wedge pitch should be very good, I think, if that can bounce up. Are you kidding me? That didn't hop up and it checked. Oh, boy. Oh, and by the way, if anyone's wondering, yes, I have hat head. I've basically been wearing a hat for at least 10 hours the past 3 days or so. Past 3 or 4 days. Just because of working, and then I went to the Boston Bruins game against the Dallas Stars, overtime loss. A little disappointing, but I wore a hat to the game so I could keep my head warm. And so my head is not really in the best... My hair is not in the best positions right now, and I tried to fix it up a little before I started recording, but didn't really make it a whole lot better, so I apologize there. You know what? Let's get into the Hawaii stuff, because there are a couple things. First of all, Patton Kizzire won. For second win in 4 starts on the tour this year, so good for you, Patton. Good work. I believe you were the Web.com tour winner not last year, but the season before. So congratulations to you there. Hopefully you continue to play well. I like when the young guys play well. Like, not just like Spieth and Ricky and JT and all those people, but like all the younger players. Because if we have a lot more competitive field in the tour, that just makes the standard a lot higher, and what we're going to be seeing on the tour is going to be a whole lot better. That's not the worst shot, because that's not the worst second shot, because if it was downwind 13 miles an hour. So if I was able to hit that full, that probably was gone. Can I chip in for eagle? Oh, that was almost a chip in for eagle. That was close. But it looks like we're gonna make our first birdie if I don't mess this up. There we go. There's a birdie. I will take that. But yeah, couple major things happened in Hawaii this weekend. Number one, that fake. I'm not gonna say fake thing, but like the false alarm. I'm gonna say with the missiles. I haven't seen how people have actually reacted, like, in terms of the golfers and stuff. But I'm going to say they would be pretty worried because you got people who made the cut and are about to be playing in the tournament, like, hey, there's a missile coming towards us, woo. But then there's also the people who, like, missed the cut and were about to leave or, like, haven't left yet. And it's like, already went through missing the cut in this tournament. Now, well, there's probably a lot more important things on their mind than just, I just missed the cut, now this. But, man, that must have been a scary, scary, scary time in Hawaii for not just the golfers, but, like, the people working the tournament and basically everyone in Hawaii. That was an awful putt. That was absolutely trash, and now there's a longer putt that I had on the way there. Great work, me. Great work. But yeah, very scary situation. I would not want to be there. Honestly, if I knew or I heard that a missile was going to be coming our way, I would probably panic and try to hide in a hole, duck and cover. Honestly, I have no idea what I would do, but it looks like right here is going to be another bogey, and it is. But yeah, that was a very scary situation. I would not want to be in it ever. I hope that a situation like that never actually happens. In my lifetime, at least. Like, hopefully it never happens, period, but especially in my lifetime and the lifetimes of everyone on this planet currently, hopefully we never have to go through a situation like that ever, and we can just forget about it, say false alarm, human error, we're done, and then nothing actually happens. But if something does happen like that, that would be very, very scary, and hopefully it never does. But also, on a lighter-ish note, definitely a lighter note as opposed to like World War III, basically. We had some very interesting golf coverage this weekend. So apparently, I don't know the story a lot, but I was listening to a podcast and they discussed it a lot, so I kind of wanted to bring it up. Was the fact that the Golf Channel, like, cameramen and like audio and like basically all the production people went on strike this weekend. Or I'm not even sure this weekend, but just like on Sunday, I think. At like 8 or 9 o'clock their time, 1 or 2 o'clock our time, like just after lunch, stuff like that. They were just like, hey, it's like a labor dispute, sort of. It's been going on for a bunch of months now. A labor dispute between Golf Channel and the production people at the Golf Channel. Some sort of labor dispute over like health insurance, stuff like that. They were like, hey, we aren't getting it, and they just decided to basically walk out on the tournament this weekend. So on Sunday there was very poor coverage. I'm gonna describe. They were basically doing blimp shots of the golfers. They had no audio basically going, so they couldn't hear the shots being hit. They couldn't hear the crowds. They couldn't hear anything. So it's like, it was a pretty poor production this weekend, but based on who they had working, like, it was basically if you had me working a bunch of video cameras on the channel, on the Golf Channel for the tournament. That's basically what would have happened, because you guys see my editing. I'm a very simple editor. I'm a very simple production person. Like, I literally have my webcam on top of a shoebox, on top of like another like stool, on top of an ottoman right now. This is what my production is right now for my camera. So, and I literally have my microphone on that same exact ottoman at the moment. I'll do a setup tour eventually, probably when I get back to school. What a putt. Get in. Oh, good putt. But, yeah, basically, think of a bunch of me's trying to produce a live golf event in Hawaii with, like, 30 different cameras, and probably more than 30 different cameras, like a million, like, tens of tens of cameras, audio equipment, like shot track, all that stuff. And then they couldn't even have the commentators at Hawaii to actually commentate, so they had people from Orlando, which is Golf Channel headquarters, who were going to do like Golf Central and stuff like that. They had them do the actual broadcast. Like, it was just those two doing the broadcast with like blimps and like not even half the cameras that they usually had, with the technicians behind them being very inexperienced. Like, apparently for what they did okay, but like it was one of the worst golf televised events of all time. So that's basically going to show. Why did I go to my driver there? I don't know, but it was probably one of the worst golf televised events of all time. And hopefully the labor dispute can end so that it doesn't happen again. Like, because that might ruin golf, like the way it's being televised, because honestly, the way you like make something has as much effect as the actual thing itself. Like, that comes to a lot of things, like projects and just like golf events, like sitcoms, like any TV event, radio event, podcast, blog. However you make it is just as much as the actual has as much weight as the actual thing itself. Like, even with my editing, like, I try to give the most exciting moments, because if I just show the whole game and 90% of the game is boring and I like the final 5 minutes is the only thing that's exciting, like, I try to show a couple things to show like the timeline of the game a little bit, but like if I put in like 6 boring things and then one really exciting thing, it's not a good video. I try to put in like 3 or 4 exciting things, maybe one boring thing just to give a timeline thing, and then like a couple like decent chances here and there, especially with my FIFA videos. Like, this is a little different because I try to keep this open, like, full length, because I think every shot in golf is pretty exciting. That's going to be another part, and my cat's back. Maybe she'll want to do it again. Hello! Nope, she doesn't want it. She doesn't want it. She just wants to sit on my lap for no reason, and now she's stuck on my shirt. There you go. There you go. You can go. You can go if you want, or you can just sit on my lap. Whatever you want to do. Are you just going to sit on my lap? Okay, apparently she's just going to sit on my lap right here. Hello. Hello, she's right here. Oh, that's my knee. And now she's gone again. Okay, never mind. But in either case, like, we want to keep the production good, because if the production stays bad and this dispute goes on for another 8 or 9 months, like apparently it's already has, like, that would not be good for golf, especially if, like, well, not every event's going to be on the Golf Channel, and it seems like this is the only place where this is happening, but like, say this gets word from other productions in like Fox Sports, CBS, this is technically in the NBC front, but yeah, NBC, like, if it goes around and all the production people leave, all that stuff, and the golf events aren't actually going to be televised well, then nothing's going to be well, and golf is going to seem a lot less poor in like the golf production sense. It's going to be a lot less poor. What is that putt? Oh, boy. It's going to be a lot worse than people think than it actually is, and people might not watch, even though we have some of the best players back, like Tiger and stuff. Yeah, it might not be good, but what's also not good is the fact that my putting performance has been very subpar in these last few holes, and now it is actually falling apart, and now I'm back to 2 over through, I believe, 14 holes. That is not good at all. Not good at all. We did get a birdie. We have 2 birdies on the day, but we also have 4 bogeys. So we had a good start, and then our good start to the second 9. Not a great finish, but maybe a couple birdies here and there. We'll do that. And yeah, so that's basically all I wanted to talk about for this video. If you guys have any ideas for like stuff you want me to talk about in these videos, because these videos are probably like 20 to 25 to maybe even sometimes 30 minutes long, depending on how long it takes for me to play around, and you guys want me to talk about a certain topic, I wouldn't say get anything too not anything like extremely like serious or inappropriate or anything like that, but like, important topics to you guys that you guys would want me to discuss, put them down in the comments, because it could be golf topics, it could be sports topics, it could be basically anything that's not a great putt. But I'm not going to say I'm running out of ideas to talk about in these videos, but, like, I would like ideas to talk about. Like, I don't, because it seems like I run out of things to talk about within each video, and it's just me, like, going on and on about, like, random stuff. I try to ramble on too much about certain topics, and it just makes the videos probably less interesting at points. So, if you guys have any ideas for any topics you would like me to discuss in these videos, whether it's just like a 5-minute blurb while I'm talking about the golf stuff, or if you guys want me to like go full on like 20 minutes talking about this certain topic you guys are interested in, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you want me to talk about. It's important to me if you guys want me to talk about something in your that interests you guys. Like, it's important to me, and I would want to discuss it, and maybe you guys would be interested in hearing my thoughts on certain things. That was a pretty good shot. If that stays in the fairway, just off, that's fine, whatever. But, yeah, like, these golf rounds are supposed to be relaxing. They're supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be enjoyable, just nice, easy rounds, kind of like what actual golf is to me, just fun, enjoyable rounds. You go out there with your friends and family and just have a good time, hit it around, talk some jokes, yada, 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 do all that. So, if you have some comments, leave them. I might do, like, maybe not like a Q&A, but, like, maybe like a reading your comments thing. Ooh, that was a close putt. Reading your comments-ish thing. You put some comments in there. I'll put them up on the screen during editing. We'll talk about them. Stuff like that. Maybe it kind of can be like a Q&A, but, like, I wouldn't really consider it to be sort of a Q&A, just, like, topics you want me to discuss. I'll go on for a few minutes about them, and that's that. Yeah, just maybe use these golf videos as like a weekly like thing to interact with you guys. No, I can interact with you guys in the FIFA videos, but not as much. There's really like specific times that I can interact with you guys, basically the transfer window. So hopefully you guys would be interested in that. Maybe this is like, again, sort of like a reading your comments thing, like just see what you guys have to say about stuff, seeing what you guys wanted me to talk about in these videos. I'm probably only going to be looking at this video for comments like that. If you guys want to comment on my other FIFA videos, go right ahead. I'll probably respond to you individually in terms of that, but if it's like a reading your comments thing, like a topic you want me to discuss in these golf videos, try to leave them in the golf video itself, stuff like that. Can I make this par? Ooh, what an up and down. That wasn't really a bad putt as opposed to a really, really terrible chip that I had to miss. That I had to make a long putt for. But that 17th hole is really cool. It's an island green. It's a longer island green. It's a bigger island green. But it's still a lot of fun to play. I love island greens. Like 17 at Sawgrass, like a lot of people, is like their favorite hole. Like if I ever went to Sawgrass and played it, I would probably hit like 5 balls there. And try to go to the different pin placements because I kind of know where each pin is. Like, not specific days, but I know there's like a back left. They have 2 down at the bottom, like one on the right-ish, one on the left-ish, down that little slope on the left. And then that back right Sunday. That one's really the only one I know for like pure day sense. Like that's the Sunday pin at the Players. That back right, like 5 or 6 on, 2 or 3 from the left. Absolutely beautiful. Can take that slope, sloop it down towards the hole. Yeah, that's really all there is. But let's see here. Can we finish off with a birdie? Not a great round. We're at 3 over, but if I make this putt for birdie, it will finish at 2 over. I missed it short. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I missed that short. I missed it short, and now I'm going to have a tough putt coming back. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Is this round going to be worse than it should be? Yeah. Yeah, and it's going to keep rolling. It's going to keep rolling, and now I'm in a terrible spot again, because that's basically where I was for my first putt, right there. And now I'm going to have to make this for bogey. I finally make the putt. The worst 3-putt to finish off of, but that's that. It's a 76. It is a pretty tough course. The stadium course isn't the easiest course on the tour. I'm definitely not going to say that. TPC Boston might be, but PGA West Stadium Course. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you have any topics you want me to discuss about on these full-length videos for the Golf Club 2, let me know down in the comments, and I will hopefully try to get to them if they're appropriate and something I would really, really want to talk about. But yeah, that is going to do it here for me. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and drop it with a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I will see you guys with a new video real soon. Bye.